So we're experiencing a lot of rain here in California. And I had already started a rusty video to rust some staples, but in my attempt to clean off the memory on my phone, I accidentally erased it, so now I got to start all over. Everything is wet because it's been raining the last 4 days, but I do have my staples. This is my rust water. You can see how dark it is, kind of. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. And part of my rust station. I'm sorry it's all wet and gunky. I was trying to like cover up some stuff here, but that didn't help. I mean, it's rusty, it doesn't matter if it gets wet, but I was still trying to, look at that, keep it from overflowing this much. Oh my goodness, so much water. Ooh, damn, I should have put, look at that. That's beautiful. I'm gonna have to cut that out and put that on something. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to rethink what I'm doing here. But yeah, I gotta dump some of this out. It's just too much water. All over my patio. What the hell? But yeah, I'm sorry, it's usually not this messy, but it's been chaos here. I did have some staples here that I had started, and they're actually getting naturally rusty now with this rain. I just need to dry. So, and I like them sometimes not too rusty. This is good. I think I'll take these in the house and maybe start some more in here. All I do is just kind of just rub it in there. See what happens, see what sticks. Usually I'll take this and dab it on top, but since I got all this in here now, see, I don't really need to open my jar of rust water yet. And you're wondering, how many rust staples does she need? Well, I can always send some to people if they want. You don't want to rust your own. Let's take some of that. Let that dry. My little froggy. Alright, so I'll let you guys know what I put in there in a minute. Let me grab these and go inside and add these to my... Alright, I'm back. I'm in the house now. And I brought in the two that were outside, and then these are the ones I made earlier. You can see the difference. This is more natural, and I really like it because I like the way the sides look. So when you staple them, you're going to see that on the back side of the paper, whereas on these, they're still pretty shiny. So I do like this. I have two more out there trying to duplicate that. All right, so usually I would just leave it as this and use them in my stapler. I have this old one that I put my rusty staples in. But my friend Julie, who also has a YouTube channel called Patina Soul, well, she added the blue greenish patina to her staples. And she was using some sort of paint, I believe. I don't have the particular paint that she mentioned, but I'm going to see what I have and do like different options and see which one I like better. Okay, so let's see. This is actually vinegar and salt mixture. So you're supposed to be able to put some of this on, but it's mostly for copper and metals, and I don't know if staples qualify under the type of metal that would actually get patinaed, but we're going to try. Oof, smells like vinegar. Let's see, let me get a little brush. And let's just dab a little bit on there. And let's see. Put some over here. And it's going to take a while because you have to let it kind of dry by itself. And then we'll put one on these, a little bit here. So I'll definitely have to pause the video and see if anything happens to these. All right, maybe we'll even, let's sprinkle a little bit of salt on there too. I left my salt shaker outside on my table, so I'm just going to grab this and see if this helps. I'm just getting salt everywhere. Am I even getting it on there? Okay, good enough. All right, so we'll let those two sit and see if they change any colors or not. And then these, I'm thinking maybe trying some Tim Holtz Distress Oxides on there. Like the ever-loving, what is it? Salvage Patina. And also one of my favorites is the cracked pistachio. So let's take one and put this on there and see what happens. You guys like my asphalt background? Michelle taught me how to make that. And it's actually quite easy. All right, let's see. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, we have a ball of patina there. Oh, that is hilarious. All right, let's see. I'll do that on one end, and then I'll do the salvage patina on the other. And then we'll see which one we like better. Ooh. Come on. All right. Let those dry. I'm not even going to spray them or anything. Okay, let's let that dry. This one, I think I'm just going to keep it natural. I really like the way that one looks. At least I'll wait until the other two outside, see how they turn out. I don't want to ruin it, you know what I mean? This one I'm just going to put some acrylic paint, I think, on this one. Let's see what looks kind of like patina. We need like a greenish, huh? Greenish and a tealish. Green, teal, and aqua, maybe? It might be kind of bright. So, you know what? We'll just, yeah, that's kind of bright. You know, we'll just put that in there. Oop. I'll just put it down the sides since not much on the sides. And I think on these, all right, so this is an aqua color. Let's mix it, some of it together there. Just taking everything within me to not sing along. So you guys are very lucky that you don't get to hear me sing. What if we add some rusty hinge to that? I mean, I know we already have rust on there, but let's see. Since we're just playing around, might as well play with everything. All right, so we have acrylic paints. And then let's try some on there. Okay, so we'll just let that dry too. So we have our, natural one that we're not going to touch. We have acrylic paints with rusty hinge on top. We have, what is it? Oh yeah, this is the not cracked patina, salvaged patina and cracked pistachio. This one and this one has the vinegar and salt mixture on it, and it's supposed to dry, and they say within 30 minutes of it drying you should start getting a little bit of color, so we'll see. But again, it's not copper, and it's not, I don't think, the proper metal for that to work on, but we're just going to see. So we'll just let that all dry. In the meantime, I will also tell you what I have in my rust water. So I have hydrogen peroxide, vinegar, and water. And you know what? I might have added a little bit of salt for flavor, but I'm not sure. I think I did though, just a tiny bit. No measurements. I just kind of dumped what I had available in there, mixed it all up, and then I took a lot of rusty bolts and nails and all that kind of stuff and put it in there. So then what this mixture does is it cleans the rust off the objects, and that's how you make your rusty water. So you leave it in there for a few days, shake it up every now and again, and then you take out your objects and your water will start getting rusty, and then you just add more objects, and you'll see that the objects you took out are fairly clean. What I do is I just leave them out wet and they end up getting rusty again, and then I just throw them back in. So it's like a cycle. But anyways, so that's my rust water, and I will be back and we'll check on these to see how they look once they're dry, figure out which ones we like the best. All right, hold on. All right, you know what, I'm getting impatient waiting for the staples to dry, and I'm also getting impatient waiting for this to grunge up so I can use it and cut it up and use it in a journal. So I decided, while we're waiting for the staples to dry, let's just grunge this up a little bit. Now I have this grunge glue that I learned how to make from House of Chaos Art. She had a video, one of her earlier ones, I think. It's not too recent, but she had a video showing how to make this. So I made me some, and I'm going to test it out now on here. And it's basically watered down glue with some color in it. I think coffee is what we used. Oh yeah. It smells good. Wow, it smells really good. I don't remember what kind of coffee I used. I think it was just instant coffee, but for some reason it smells pretty good. And let's see. Not too dark, but it is kind of grunging it up a little bit here. Maybe we'll just kind of do this. And I can just dry this with my heat gun, because I'll be impatient waiting for this to dry also. This is super big, isn't it? Make like 4 double pages, like 4. I'll cut it into 4s and then fold it in half. So it's kind of like two pages or 4 pages actually. All right, so I'm going to leave that. All right, now, I don't know, maybe a lot of you already do this, but I'm going to share with you also what I do with my glue brushes. Is I don't really clean them ever. I just, when I'm done using them, I just stick them in a jar of water. And the water is just at the bottom where the bristles are. And I just keep them in there forever. And then they're ready to go whenever I need it. Instead of washing it and drying it and all that, I just rinse it a little bit in another cup and then throw it in there. I'm going to use my heat gun, so I'm going to pause it right now and heat it up, dry it real quick. Hold on. Oh my god, 5 hours later and it's still not dry. Okay, maybe I did glop on a little bit too much, but I think I'm going to spray some sprays on it now. Let's see. Old paper's kind of boring. Frayed burlap. Yeah, let's do some of this while it's still got some wetness there. Why not? And what else do I want to add on there? Do we want some color? Nah. What is this? Shabby Shutters. Oh, you know what? Let's drop some. Here's the new color. Here's the new one, Scorched Timber. All right, let's drop some of this on there and see what happens. Right, is it coming out? Yeah, okay. Right, it's not really coming. Oh, there it goes. Okay, must have been a little clogged. Oh my goodness. Whoopsie. All right, let's put you around. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. My coffee mixture really smells good. Or maybe I just need some. Oh, scheisse. Go back over there. Coffee spray. We don't have enough brown, right? That smells good too. I have some good instant coffee. I think it's just Folgers. Okay, that's not moving. Why aren't you moving? There we go. There we go. Next. About this way. Back down. Yes. That's getting pretty grungy right there. All right, let's go back that way. All right, oh, I have a lot over here. I like those drips. I don't like to blend them too much. Ooh. Okay, Brenda. That's why everyone thinks I'm a mechanic all the time, not an artist. Ooh, what was that? I don't know what that was, but that's pretty cool. Pretty black over there. Okay, now I'm going to let that dry. Oh, and I have another tip besides the paintbrush. My coffee cup. I use baby wipes a lot, or actually I have these body wash things that a friend of mine gave to me. She had a whole bunch of them, so she gave me a couple, and they're huge. And I don't like to waste them. So what I'll do is I'll use it, and then still has a lot of moisture in there, not that dirty yet. So then I'll store it in a glass jar with an airtight lid. And I have it handy right here. So whenever I need to clean my hands, it's ready to go. I used to put it back in the original container or in that little pack, but they still seem to dry out that way. So I discovered doing that. So that's what I do now. I don't know if you guys already knew that or not, but I'm just sharing you little things that I do. All right, so this time I think I'm going to let this dry naturally. And then we'll come back and see if we need to grunge it up some more. I can already tell I need some grunge over here. So, but we'll do that after a bit. All right, hold on. All right, so I'm back with the staples and unimpressed with the vinegar and salt. Grab the salt off of there. Oh, scheisse. Yeah, it didn't do anything to the staples, and it's because of I think staples are usually aluminum or something, so they're not going to really rust, even though this one did pretty good with the oxidation, the white and stuff. So that didn't work, right? So, fail. All right, so this one is the one with the Tim Holtz oxides, cracked pistachio, and the Patina one. And they kind of look both the same in color today. I would figure this one would be a little bit more green, but it doesn't really, you can't really tell. But those look cool. I like those. So this I would continue to do. Okay, so then this one is the one that had acrylic paints, and then we also added a little bit of rusty hinge on top. And I like this one too. Now you got to remember, I mean, it looks good as a whole, but you're just going to see little individual staples if you use it. But I might, see, I don't like that. That's too dark, so I have to clean some of that off. But the top I do like. But this would be even cool just to maybe flatten it, maybe hammer it down, and then use it on something. Of course, it'll probably break into pieces though if I try to hammer it. So I don't know, but I do like that. I do like the look of this one. So these two I do like. And then this one was the one I didn't do anything to just because I already like the look of that. So these two are like that. But what I did do off camera, after I sat on the couch and was waiting for these to dry, was I found a copper tag I had but got at the flea market, and I added that vinegar salt mixture to the top of that. So it looked like this at first, and then I added it to this side, and see how it turned out. It's still got some salt remnants on there. So this is what we were looking for on our staples, but it didn't happen. So if you have the right metals and you use the vinegar salt, and I just covered the whole thing and then I just let it dry, and this is what happened. So that's pretty cool. So that's like a patina right there. I like how the This was the original color, actually, that darker brown. And then when I put the vinegar on it, it kind of cleaned it and it made it lighter, like what you can see under here. It made it lighter because it was dark like this to begin with. And then it just got the patina on there. So I like that. This I'll probably just keep as is. Use that as a dangle or something in a journal. But yeah, so that's our experiment there. Let me know which ones you liked, but I'm pretty sure you're going to agree with me that these two actually turned out pretty cool. Then, remember, while we were waiting for these to dry, I was working on this. And I had dried it with the heat gun, and then there was still some pieces that were kind of can see, kind of shiny, gloppy like this. So I took a napkin and I was just kind of dabbing it, trying to get some of the excess off of there, and this happened. You see that, where it kind of took the whole coating off and went back to the natural color. But look at that around there. Isn't that awesome? And then down here, hold on. Find that one spot that looks pretty cool. Where's it at? Actually, they're kind of all like that here. You can see the white where it's peeking through. So this is something I am going to explore. Here's right here, right there. See how it's coming off? I'm going to explore that some more because I like that look. This one especially because it looks like it caught fire and then that's the edges are kind of burnt. But yeah, so as far as the master board, I think I'll stop here. What do you think? Or should I add more to it? It looks pretty grungy though, right? I'm telling you, that new Tim Holtz color is really, really good. I'm a big fan of that one. And that's the Scorched Timber. So if you're into grunge, that's the color you got to get. I don't know. I may add to this. If I do, I'll update in another video or something. But I think I'll leave this like this for now. And cut it up and use it. The back will just remain like blank so that I'll have parts in my journal that I can add to later. So then I got to see part of this is already grunged up on the second one because when this one was wet, I laid it down and just kind of did that, try to get some of that excess moisture off of there. So this one's already starting to get grungy, but this will be my next one because I'm impatient and can't let it happen naturally. I'm just going to have to force it. But this one, I think I'm done. I mean, I can always, once I cut it into pages, I can always add to it as I go. So, all right. So that's it. Thanks for joining me on our little staple patina experiment. And let me know which one you guys liked best. And if you have any questions, just please ask below and I'll answer the best I can. And then today, later, I'm going to go out and check to see how the ones I have outside are doing. And it's supposed to stop raining later on this afternoon, so it'll be 4 days straight. Let's see, from Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yeah, about 4 days straight that we had rain nonstop. We do need a break, so hopefully it'll stop this afternoon and I can get out there and clean up my mess and everything like that. But anyway, thanks for joining me on this experiment. Thank you, Julie, for sharing your idea about adding a patina, another color, to my rusty staples. I really, really like that. And we'll see you guys later, all right? Cheers.